Hey, so I thought this would be a fun, just stupid thing to do. So I know people normally rank Yu-Gi-Oh characters in terms of like who's the best duelist or who has the best deck, but I've never seen someone like rank them in terms of power level like you would for like Dragon Ball or One Piece or something like that. So I thought, hey, why don't I do that? So we're just gonna look at their power levels, I guess, in like terms of abilities and what they have and what they can do, all in the context of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Their deck and dueling capabilities will be taken into account somewhat, but it's not the end-all be-all. So like someone could have a worse deck but have better just abilities and outrank someone. So I took 3 characters from each of the first 6 series. I left out 7s because it's not really like in the same dueling style, so like I feel like it wouldn't be fair to compare powers they have there to powers we have here in this TCG type thing. All of their power is that they get to draw until they have 5, so they would be S+++ tier. So I just took the main character, the rival, and just 1 extra character for good measure, just like a fun, either a fan favorite or just someone I knew. And yeah, let's get into it. So first is Kite. Kite is just a dude from what I remember of Zexal, but like he was able to like survive in space without a helmet, or at least without an air supply. His helmet was cracking and his life support was failing, and he was able to finish a duel up there. So he's definitely not like a human, like just a dude, which is F. So like I would put him C tier. That feels right. Jack. He has the Signer Dragon mark, which does something for him. I don't believe we've ever seen him do a Destiny draw type thing, so that bumps him down a bit. He can drive, so that's better than some of the characters who are kids. So he can drive. That's something he's got going for him. I'm gonna put him either low B or high C. That feels right. Revolver. So in Vrains, they have like skills and stuff, and him and Yusaku have the same skill. So if their life points are below 1k, they can just grab a card from outside their deck and they get to keep it and use it in that duel. That's either S tier or A tier. I'm not sure. That's either S tier or A tier. I'm not sure. Let's put him in A for now, because he gets to just, it's like grabbing a card from your binder, right? No, it's more like grabbing a card from the local's shelf and just stealing it and putting it in your deck and just keeping it. I'm gonna say A for now. No, I'm gonna say S for now. I'm gonna say S. Shark. So he was just a normal dude, but then he got that Barian Emperor form thing, and he can do Chaos Draw. He can stack the 7th one on top of his deck and draw it, and I think 7th one works differently in the anime. You don't have to draw it for turn, you just gotta draw it, period. So like stacking your deck to get a specific card, that's S tier by itself. Kyoto. It's safe to assume, because he's one of the 4 Zark boys, he has all the same stuff that Yuya can do, generating extra deck cards by like combining himself with the others, but because he got absorbed so early on, we never really got to see that, I believe. That's just going off of that assumption. And he plays Phantom Knights, which is a good rogue deck, so like that bumps him up to high B, low A. High B, low A. That feels right. You say he is in the exact same boat as Jack, but we actually do see him do a Destiny draw. In the end of the series, he gets all golden and stuff, and he does a Destiny draw with the Crimson Dragon, so that puts him in A. If you have Destiny draw abilities, that's a bare minimum A. Reiji, he's just a smart dude, right? I don't believe he has any powers or anything. He's just really smart. He's like a Kaiba. Joey, Joey is bottom of F. Joey is just a guy. He has nothing special going for him. He's just, you know what? I'm gonna do this. A tier just for Joey. He is just a dude. The least powerful character in the entire show. Nothing is special about him. The only thing he has is the filler stuff from Waking the Dragons, where he gets like picked by Hermos or whatever, and that doesn't really do anything for him. It just lets him use a card. He doesn't get a Destiny draw. He doesn't get anything special. He just gets a new card added to his deck that goes away eventually, and it's all non-canon. So yeah, Joey is below F. I just used Yama Yugi because like I'm just using both Yugis as one. Destiny draw, so A minimum, but they also have Mind Crush and the ability to like tag team between the 2 of them, like how they did with Pegasus. It's like mind games against mind reading opponents. I'm gonna put them above Revolver, below I think still below Shark, because the Chaos Draw lets you draw a specific card, but the Destiny draw, you draw whatever card you need, so you can't really build a strategy around it. It's just for whatever scenario. While Chaos Draw, you know you're gonna draw the 7th one. Yeah, that feels right. Zane, he's just a guy. Yeah, He's not even super smart like Reggie. Crow. I'm gonna put Crow. I'm gonna move Jack down to top of C and put Crow at the bottom of B. Because Crow is like, he's basically the exact same as Jack, right? In terms of power level, they are equal. But Crow plays Black Wings while Jack just plays generic Fiend Resonator stuff. Like Crow uses an archetype, Jack uses a good stuff deck. Yuya. So he's at least, honestly, no, he plays Performer Pals, and I know that deck used to be very good, and it needed to get hit. These two are basically the same, because they're the same person, essentially, so they have the same powers, like combining and mixing extra deck stuff, like the Odd Eyes XZs, basically. Like, they can do that. I'm gonna put him higher up, just because Pepe got hit, while Phantom Knights is still unhit, even if Phantom Knights is rogue right now, and Pepe is doing nothing. You know what I mean? Chaz. He would be just a dude, but he has spirit powers, because he can CO Jama Yellow. I would say that's the only thing he can do, but because of I forget his name in the sub, but the guy who uses Moki Moki, we know that people who can see spirits have like some kind of power based around their spirit, so he should have something even if we didn't see it, you know? Because we see that with Judai too. I'm gonna put him above Jack. Yeah, above Jack, just because he has potential to be that good. And this is what this is about, like potential and stuff. Not what they show, just, well, wait, if it's about potential, then no. No, you're just a guy. Yusaku, literally the exact same abilities as Revolver. He goes above because of main character privilege. Kaiba, he's above Zane. He's just, well, does Kaiba have powers? He has connections with like the spiritual world and stuff, but like I don't believe he can do anything with that. He defied fate because of the vision of Blue Eyes or whatever, but I don't think he by himself can do anything without outside intervention. He's definitely better than Zane, and just going between him and Reggie, DDD, I feel like that can just beat Blue Eyes. That's all there is to it. Soul Burner. So his skill Burning Draw, he can like pay increments of 1,000 and draw a card for each amount he paid. But like it takes a toll on him. I believe that's how it works. Graceful Charity with no discard, you just gotta like, you just hurt for a bit. That would be S, but because he gets physically hurt for it, I gotta put him in A. You don't want to get physically hurt when you're in a duel. You need to be in your top strength to like focus on the match. Jaden or Judai, or whatever you want to call him. He's done Destiny Draw, so we know he's at least A tier. He's fused with Yubel, so anything we've seen Yubel do, he can do. So I feel like that's at least bottom of S. I'm just trying to think of something else. He has the Supreme King stuff. If he were to master that, he could probably do the same thing that the Yugis could do, like swapping between the two. Do I put him above Yugi? Is he above Yugi? You know, going back to the Crow and Jack argument, Jaden plays an archetype. Yugi just plays a good stuff deck. Like, sure, Yugi got support later to make his cards become an archetype, but in the original show, most of the time he was just playing generic good stuff, where Jaden always has played heroes. So yeah, I'm putting Jaden or Judai or whatever above Yugi. And Yuma is last. You know, Yuma has, I'm considering this being Yuma and Astral because like they're basically linked for the entire show. Yuma and Astral can go into Zexalmorph, which lets them do Shining Draw, which is like, it's Chaos Draw, but they don't draw a specific card. They make a card and draw it. So like, that's the ultimate overpower. Like, in any scenario, no matter what deck you're playing, you could just, oh, I draw a card where if I draw it, I win the game, and then do that, and you win. You can't beat that. You know what? Yeah, no, Yuma is the peak of power level for Yu-Gi-Oh! S+. Yeah, he can literally make a card and draw it. What can beat that? Just do that for 5 turns. Draw Exodia. And that's just if you, even taking out the specific card draw aspect, just like he can will any card in the game to the top of his deck. And he can will any card outside of the game to the top of his deck. So it's literally like all these guys combined, like getting a card from outside the game, Destiny Draw, drawing a specific card. Yuma can do that. Yuma is the most powerful character in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! At least when he's morphed with Astral into Zexal. So yeah, here is my Yu-Gi-Oh! Power levels tier list. This was very stupid, but also very fun. Yeah, I don't really have an outro. Bye, subscribe, TCG Player, Discord, blah blah blah, all that stuff in the description, please.